Hey everybody, welcome to TFT, Tarot for Today, Divine Dabblings with Oberon, me Banshee, and it's me, Banshee, with my Material Matters segment, your weekly tarot keys to success in business, education, and finance. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show, everybody. So I'm going to try, I just realized I pushed myself a little too close to this table, so I'm a little worried about knocking that camera. I'm going to just arch myself a little bit this way. Is that okay?
Well, this one's okay.
Okay.
And that one appears to be too.
We're in business. Okay. Hey, everybody. Let's just go right into our card for the collective right now with the Business Astrology Oracle. And that is by Catherine Hocking. And I figured I'd try this one today, see how it goes for us again. We've used this a few times on the show. Okay. Our card is Uranus. And it is Awaken. Ooh, I like that. Let's see what we have here. Does it have a number on it? It does. I just couldn't see it. Excuse me. Number 37. All right. The keywords are freedom, innovation, technology, and change. You're being called to awaken something in your business. Do you need to express its individuality by taking an innovative approach, breaking the rules, and disrupting the system? In business astrology, Uranus represents the way in which your company seeks to rebel from formal structures and instead go its own way. Its placement in your business chart may indicate how innovative and groundbreaking your business is, as well as how susceptible it is to ups and downs. Uranus loves to shake things up, and its presence will often bring sudden and unexpected change, sometimes good, sometimes bad, but always necessary. Ask yourself, how am I being asked to shake things up in my business? And your affirmation should be, I awaken my business to its revolutionary purpose. And I mean, you can translate that to your financial side as well. I can't help but getting a little bit collective here with this one because, you know, everybody's talking, well, maybe not everybody. A lot of people are talking about the South Park episode that really trashed the present president of the United States. And, you know, what genius it was, because they got a $1.5 billion deal with a company that's kind of, how should I say, bended the knee to the president recently in order to get a sweetheart deal on a merger. And so, but they ended up really trashing the president, which won't look good for them in that president's eyes anymore. However, you know, they're in a pretty protected space because if this company chooses to break the contract, they will sue and they'll get their money either way. I really love it. It's a great business maneuver. And let's just say it was meant to shake things up. Now, that being said, we don't have to be that dramatic here, but often there is a need to shake things up in your business, in your financial concerns to generate change and generate more revenue. Do whatever it takes in these uncertain times to try to make a profit. And I'm not saying doing anything unethical, but certainly consider all your options, and in particular, thinking out of the box and doing something that will shake up the status quo. And that goes for people who are looking for, fairness and equity in their workplaces too. Do not be afraid to shake up the status quo. Good luck with that. All right. Well, you can see I'm getting political because I'm pretty darn mad about something, and it will affect people financially and their lives. It's been said that the Health and Human Services Center, part of making America healthy again is sticking it to sick people. Taking sick people and making them sicker or let them die off. Because the real thing is to, maybe not give drugs to people who need them, maybe chemotherapies to people who are sick. Some people literally, I think our person, I don't know if it was the head of Health and Human Services or somebody else who said they really hate sick people. That's ridiculous. There are so many things that are genetic based on the environment. I have a cancer that's caused by environmental factors or as a potential cause. So is that my fault? Is that my fault? So this is really horrendous stuff here. And I hope other countries who are listening, and maybe if there's actually other political leaders who are listening, I hope you're willing to take in medical refugees from our country if this takes hold, because there's going to be a lot of sick people who are going to be in need of care. And this is very, very disappointing. So I'm just throwing that out there, my angst about that. And enough said. We're not going to talk about the economic mess that is. Trade deals are still being worked on. And, there's just a lot of things that are still uncertain right now. So hang in there, everybody. It's still a rough ride. And all I can say, even though it's not material matters related, is release the Epstein files. All of them. Okay. It's my politics for the day. So, hey, why don't we move on here and get to the week ahead astrologically? The readings I'm about to do for the astrological signs of the zodiac are good from July 27th through August 2nd. And during that time, the moon will be traveling from Virgo into Scorpio. So all the way into Scorpio by the end of the week. Venus is entering Cancer on July 30th. And just a reminder that Mercury is still retrograde till at least August 11th, I believe. But I want to wish all who celebrate a happy first harvest, a happy Lammas, Lugnasat, however you celebrate it. May you have a bountiful and happy, abundant day and season ahead. Blessings to you. It's one of my favorite feast days, actually. So let's move on, shall we? Let's start with Aries and see what's going on in your world. Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising. This reading's for you for the week ahead. Well, Aries, we start kind of on a low note here. The Nine of Cups. The Nine of Cups is reversed. Whoa, I guess that's why. The Five of Swords. Five of Swords is upright. Wow, right off the get-go, we get the darn Five of Swords. And we have the Seven of Swords here reversed. Wow. Well, like I'm fighting mad about this ridiculous healthcare talk that's going on. It's pretty clear here that Aries are very disappointed. They're not going to be able to manifest what they desire, and it's largely because of some news that they find out. Something comes to light, whether this is something in the workplace, there's going to be cutbacks, there's going to be no raises this year, or maybe your finances, stock market shifts and changes. Although I have to say, the stock market has been pretty good lately. It's been pretty good for a lot of people. So, but some investments or some opportunities maybe to buy property might sour, and you're going to be pretty fighting mad about this. Maybe you lost out on a deal, somebody outbid you, and it's made you very angry and upset. Maybe you're angry and upset with, the real estate agents or brokers that you've been working with. Maybe you're upset at your financial advisors, or maybe there's a lot of discord in the workplace over shifts and changes that are going on there that are not going to be beneficial to you. So I wish you luck with this, Aries. Tread carefully, and this may be a situation that you're going to have to walk away from. All right, well, Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising. This reading's for you for the week ahead. Taurus, you have Judgment reversed. Well, you also have the Six of Wands reversed as well. I'm sorry, Six of Swords, Six of Swords. And you have the Nine of Pentacles reversed. Yeah, Wow, we're off to a bad start here with these cards I see. Your situation is a little bit different from Aries. However, you feel stuck where you are right now in conditions that you feel are less than ideal for you, Taurians. You wish you could make more money, or you wish there was more room for advancement and growth, but it just seems like you're kind of stuck where you are right now. Sometimes we have to make the best of a bad situation. Because there's nothing better out there right now and you feel like there's nowhere to go. But sometimes we're not thinking outside of the box of ways that we can turn this around. Have you been trying to impress upon, the powers that be that you're worthy of a raise or you're worthy of a promotion? Or are you not willing to step outside your box or comfort zone right now in order to find a new job, find a better position? Do you feel like this is all there is? Don't sell yourself short here. Heed the call. The situation, if you're feeling, uncomfortability is a great motivator. Think about it that way. Let it motivate you to make the changes in your life that you need to make. Good luck with that. Hey, Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising. This reading's for you for the week ahead. You have the sun upright, Geminis. Despite the fact that the Wheel of Fortune is reversed. Hey, interesting energy combination here. And two major arcana, I might add. And the Four of Swords. The Four of Swords is reversed. Well, you know, Geminis, you're a very energetic, very communicative sign. And I feel here success is going to come to you despite a downturn in luck. I feel here you have the energy, the drive, and the motivation to turn this sudden turn of luck, bad luck, around. You're going to be able to use your energy, focus it, and apply it towards achieving success. So even though things might look like they took a turn for the worse, you're going to find a way to make lemonade out of those lemons. So I think whatever this is, whether it's business downturn or a financial downturn, a combination of both, if this is with students right now, and maybe you've had a sudden setback, a surprise, a bad grade you didn't expect, you may find a way to turn this around. Maybe if you talk to your professor, you'll be able to do some extra credit work to turn it around, and you have the energy to do that. So good luck with that. Hey, Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising. This reading's for you for the week ahead. Cancers, you got the Hierophant reversed. Got the King of Swords upright. I'm liking this somehow. You got the Empress upright. It's really interesting. We're getting quite a number of major arcana here. And it reminds me of our cards of the day for the week ahead. We are seeing a bit of major arcana in there as well. I think here with the Hierophant, well, just a minute. The Empress and the Hierophant reversed really play together well here. You know, the Empress has a lot of creative, fertile, productive energy about them, and the Hierophant has a lot of rebellious overtones, thinking outside the box overtones, not doing the same old thing in the same old way. And the King of Swords in the middle, holy moly! You know, that's just about real clear, smart thinking on your part. Fair, just thinking. Maybe this is fighting for a just cause. I can see that here. You know, maybe going to court and taking a novel approach to some inequities that were going on here with you in the workplace or maybe in financial affairs. Maybe this is also about uh, just doing things in a different manner. If you're in business for yourself, if you're entrepreneuring right now, you've got to find a way to edge out the competition. And also, you've got to find a creative, out of the box way to deal with present economic conditions, which may be hurting your company right now. But you can think your way through this. Use the creative energy of these cards and do some brainstorming. Come up with some creative ideas. Maybe get a work team together to work with you and do some brainstorming and come up with a new winning approach. Good luck with that. Well, birthday people, Leos, Sun, Moon, Rising. This reading's for you for the week ahead. Happy birthday to all our Leo friends. Come on down to our show and get a free birthday reading on our live show. Just have to let us know in advance when your birthday is. And we'll schedule you in. We always do them at the beginning of our show, right after the card for the collective. But you should subscribe to our channel. That would be very fair. Fair trade. Well, Leos, you have the Seven of Pentacles reversed. You have the Six of Wands upright. And the Queen of Pentacles reversed. I kind of feel that Seven of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles fit together. And then we have the outlier here, the positive card. And, the Seven of Pentacles just indicates to me that something that you have been working on is not paying off, or a certain business venture that you've started is not paying off. In some cases, it may call for you to have to abandon it, to let it go. In other cases, it may be that you need to really provide more support for it. You may have to have some infusion of cash or other resources in order to jumpstart things again. It needs some tender loving care on your part if there's any hope of salvaging this. But my initial impression between all of this is that maybe, and this is for other people too, you might be working on a project or goal that just isn't working out the way you had thought. You might be working on a financial, putting your stock somewhere that is just kind of floundering. So it's time to turn this into a victory here. And the way to do that is get some help from other people. Get some support from others, whether it's advice, whether it's actual physical labor, whether it's actual, hands-on training or teaching that might, help you and your work team get back on track. There is victory here in collaborating with others this week. So also, if you're a student in school and you are struggling with your studies, see if you can't get one of your classmates to mentor you or talk to your professor or advisor about getting some help. I think that you can turn this around. You've got victory here. So good luck with that. Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising. This reading's for you for the week ahead. Well, you've got the Seven of Wands. The Seven of Wands is reversed. Ooh, Virgos, you've got the Tower reversed. Yeah. And you got the Ten of Wands upright. Virgos, you're going to have a little bit more. You may have had a struggle last week too, if I'm not mistaken, but I'm not really sure. This could be a continuation of that. But something you did unexpected occurs that is not in your best interests, and it's come because you really haven't learned to stand up for yourself and show people your true power, your true abilities, your true ability to rise above, whatever you're facing. And I think here you've got some major burdens because of this now, whether it's financial burdens, whether it's a business that is going under, it just does not look good, or whether you actually are getting fired or laid off. I can see this because it doesn't feel to me like you're in a very tenable position right now. The ground under your feet is very shaky, as you can see. Something disrupts you. And I think this is a situation you've either been through before or you could have avoided, but you didn't really pay attention or learn some lessons you needed to, and now you're left with a lot of stress and a lot of burdens because of this. Virgo, I wish you luck. Maybe you will turn this around, but I'm not seeing that. We'll have to see what the next week brings for you. Good luck with that. Okay, Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising. This reading's for you for the week ahead. You have the Two of Swords reversed. You have the Six of Pentacles upright. Wow. And you have the Eight of Pentacles upright. I'm going to take a little sip of fluid here. My watered down iced tea. This is very interesting. I think you've made a decision. You've made a major important decision of some sort, Libras. Then you're getting to work implementing whatever it is you've decided to do in order to restore balance in your business and financial affairs. I think this is going to put you in a much better position. You're working hard because you've decided now on a clear way forward to ensure that your books are balanced, everything is in order, or you're achieving what you expected out of what you've invested your time, energy, or your money into, or your studies into if you are a student. And now it's just a matter of implementation, putting it into practice, rolling up your sleeves, and getting to work. This looks like it will be very positive for you. Good luck with that, Libras. Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising. This reading's for you for the week ahead. Well, it's reversed. You got the Ten of Swords reversed. Hey, you got the Page of Wands upright. And the Queen of Pentacles is back, and this time, guess what? She's the way we want to see her, upright. Nice. Hey, you know what? Revenge is sweet, Scorpios, but the sweetest type of revenge is after you have been knocked down, either laid off, fired, unfairly treated on the job. Maybe, your professor didn't treat you fairly in school. Maybe you also are getting burned by the bad economic stuff going on in this country right now. Nothing like a new opportunity coming along that is better than where you were at. You're ready to move on from this pain and hurt into something much better that's coming your way. Good news is coming, and it will put you in a far better financial position. Now, what revenge could be better than that? I love it. This looks really, really positive for you Scorpios. Good luck with that. What do you say, Scorpio? You'd rather have blood?
Meh.
Meh. Okay. Sagittarian, Sun, Moon, Rising. This reading's for you for the week ahead. We're having a little bit of sword action here today. It's not all bad, though. You have the Eight of Swords reversed. There's the Queen, Queen Bee, the Queen of Wands, upright. But the Ace of Cups is reversed. Well, not totally great news, but I will say this. Give yourself a round of applause, Sagittarians, for breaking free from self-doubts and insecurities to try to show your best, to put out your best effort, to put your best foot forward, whether it's at an interview, whether you're doing a thesis or dissertation, whether you're trying to impress people to get a proposal approved or to get some financial backing. Give yourself that round of applause because you really have shined. But you know what? Sadly, you may not get what you want right now. It may not come through for you. There may be some disappointing news. There might be a delay of some sort, or, it may not happen. But you being able to do this and put yourself out there like this bodes well for the future. I sense that, keep it up. Keep this attitude, this fearlessness, this shining motivation up, and, things are bound to improve going forward. So I wish you luck with that. Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising. This reading's for you for the week ahead. Do that again. All right, you have the Queen of Swords upright. And then you have the Page of Swords reversed. This is interesting. Well, and you have Strength reversed. Okay, I'm seeing something here for you Capricorns. Yeah, need to watch a little bit here. You may have some great ideas. You may have some real out of the box, I'm not going to say out of the box thinking going on, but ingenious ideas. You've been thinking up a strategy. Maybe if you're a manager, a boss, for example, I could see, this really playing out there. Or even if you are an employee who wants to approach management with a great idea, watch how you communicate it. How you communicate it is really the stumbling block here. If you're too abrasive, if you're too know-it-all, or if you're too pushy about it. This is Strength, in reverse. Sometimes you can push too hard and you can make people back off. And so that's kind of what I'm seeing going on here. You have some great ideas here, but if you don't communicate them well and effectively, they won't be received well. People may not understand it, or they may just think you're grandstanding here or showing off, you're being egotistical, and it won't be received the way you want it to. And we can chalk some of this up to the ongoing, this is something where I really can see Mercury retrograde being in play here. So watch yourself. Watch how you communicate. It's going to be really critical to the success of, what you want people to see here. I wish you luck with that, Capricorns. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising. This reading's for you for the week ahead.
When the moon is in the 7th house
and Jupiter is aligned with Mars. How is Jupiter aligned with Mars a good thing?
Oh.
Mars is the planet of war, not peace. And they say then peace will. Anyway, I'm sure an astrologer can explain that to me. Anyhow. I'm just being silly. Well, Aquarians, you got the Knight of Pentacles, upright. You have the Ten of Cups reversed. Hmm. You have the High Priestess upright. Well, this is a little tricky combination for me here. I would say move slowly this week, particularly in issues where you're working with others. Move slowly this week on making suggestions on what needs to be done, what should be done. People in a very disagreeable mood. It's almost as if you might be better off, and maybe that's where your intuition kicks in. You might realize here that you might be better off working on your own as much as possible, Aquarians. I know you're a very magnanimous social sign, but there's a bit of bitterness. There's argument in the work. There's arguments in the workforce or with bosses or supervisors. Or advisors. There's unhappiness here. You could be a calming influence. Just stick to your routine. Stick to what you know. Stick to what you do. Don't make waves. I have a feeling here your intuition is going to be on target, and you're going to kind of know how to manage the situation, and that the best thing you can do is just kind of like stick to your work and try not to get involved in workplace dramas this week in particular. Don't stir things up. Be your calm, nose to the grindstone self, Aquarians. Good luck with that. And finally, we're on the fishies, Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising. This reading's for you for the week ahead. Let's see what's swimming your way this week. Or what you might be swimming towards. All right. One more shuffle, I think, for you. Okay. Hey, we start like we did with whoever it was, Scorpio, Sagittarius, I forget. The Two of Swords. The Two of Swords is reversed. We have the Nine of Pentacles upright. We have the Seven of Wands. The Seven of Wands is reversed. That card came up before, too, that way. Well, I almost think, I don't think I've done this today, but I can see two ways of looking at this for you fishy folk. First, I will say that maybe you've made a decision to stay where you are right now because conditions are fairly good there. And you don't want to shake things up too much. You know there's a lot of uncertainty in the world right now and a lot of competition for jobs and, other things out there that maybe you're best staying where you are, that you're doing the best you can right now and that conditions really aren't that bad. Or conversely, I could think that maybe some of you Pisceans have seen that, maybe things are really heating up at work. You don't feel like you're in a very stable spot there. And so you're making a decision to to find a better place for yourself, find your comfort zone, find another job where you feel you could be comfortable, stable, and secure. I'm kind of feeling both here. I'm leaning towards the first prediction that I said, but I can see that as well here. This card is key. It's where you feel comfortable right now, making the decision to stay because things are good, or making this decision and things are too uncertain elsewhere, or making the decision to go because things are too uncertain where you are and you want to find something more stable and secure. So, good luck with that. That's it. That's my readings. And you could feel kind of an energy shift going on here. I think between last week's cards and this week's cards, things are proved a little bit. So, and I know there still were some negative readings. I mean, not everybody's going to have a good week necessarily. But this definitely feels like a shift to me going on here. And I think I mentioned that even on our happy hour show. I'm sensing a little energy shift of sorts. And I'm hoping that's positive. We need a break. We definitely do. So I want to remind everybody about our other upcoming shows going forward. And first off, we have another live show later. We have a live show later today. It's from 2 to 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where you can ask any question, and we'll take as many people as we can, but get there early because we do fill up on Sundays. And also on Wednesday is Mr. O's Goth Tarot. Join him for a walk on the shadow side, and he will be doing readings for all of you and telling you what maybe to do to integrate your light and dark sides. That's at 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Every Wednesday that video comes out. On Thursday, we have another live show from 7 to 9 p.m. for you night people, Eastern Standard Time. Join us and get there early because if we don't have enough people on Thursday, sometimes we close early, but also sometimes we fill up early even on a Thursday. So you just never know. It's always good to get there early. 7 to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Then on Friday, Mr. O's Emotional Exchanges, where you can get answers on love, romance, interpersonal relationships of all kinds. And you can also find out who is going to get lucky in the week ahead. So join him for that video presentation. That's at 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's good for the week ahead. And if you can't get there early, just watch it when you can. And on Saturday, it's happy time again. Happy hour, our 1 hour live show where we don't take any questions. We just give you a positive message for your week ahead. Join us and come and get happy. All right, that's at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, Saturday. That's it. That's all I have for you this week. I hope you have a great, prosperous week ahead. Take care, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye for now.